The Roman Colosseum, a marvel of engineering and a theater of terror. For over 400 years, from 80 CE to the fall of Rome, it hosted spectacles that thrilled and horrified. Beyond the iconic gladiator fights, the arena staged acts so brutal they'd haunt even the hardest hearts. From men devoured by beasts to executions dressed as myths, this is the gruesome truth of Rome's bloodiest shows. Welcome to the dark heart of the Eternal City. Built under Emperor Vespasian in 80 CE, the Colosseum was more than a stadium. It was Rome's propaganda machine. Emperors like Titus and Trajan used the games to showcase power, unite the masses, and crush their enemies. A typical day began with morning animal hunts, or venations, where exotic beasts fought to the death. Midday brought ludi meridiani, public executions of criminals, slaves, and prisoners of war. The afternoon ended with gladiator duels. The executions were the bloodiest, designed to degrade and destroy while the crowd cheered. Over 400,000 people and 1 million animals died in Rome's arenas, all to glorify the empire. The most savage act was Damnatio at Bestias, condemnation to the beasts. Slaves, deserters, or religious dissenters, like some early Christians, were stripped naked and thrown unarmed into the arena. Starved animals, lions, bears, even elephants, were trained to crave human flesh. A single lion could kill a man in seconds, its jaws crushing bones as the crowd roared. During Emperor Titus's 100-day opening of the Colosseum, 5,000 animals and countless humans perished. These midday shows were so gruesome that elites often left to dine, leaving the mob to revel in the carnage. It wasn't just death. It was Rome's way of showing dominance over chaos and barbarians. Even more twisted were the mythological reenactments. Condemned prisoners were forced to play roles in Greek myths, only to die in the climax. A man cast as Orpheus might strum a lyre, only to be mauled by bears instead of charming them. A woman as Pasiphae was humiliated in a grotesque setup with a bull before her execution. Others played Prometheus, bound while blades or hooks mimicked birds eating their livers. These weren't just killings, they were public theater, blending art with agony. Poet Martial described a criminal named Laureolus, crucified and torn by a bear, his blood soaking the arena for the crowd's delight. For women, these acts often added sexual shame, reflecting Rome's brutal patriarchy. The Romans didn't stop at beasts or myths. One horrific device was the Toro, a giant seesaw where two prisoners were strapped at opposite ends. As one jumped to avoid lions below, the other slammed into their jaws. The crowd laughed as victims betrayed each other to survive a few seconds longer. Other tortures included crucifixion in the arena or burning victims alive, sometimes dressed as gods like Hercules to mock their suffering. These acts turned desperation into entertainment, showing Rome's endless creativity and cruelty. The Colosseum's sand drank the blood of countless souls, slaves, prisoners, even women and children. Each death reinforced Rome's might, but the human toll was staggering. Victims faced terror, humiliation, and agony, their screams lost in the crowd's cheers. The games numbed Romans to violence, normalizing cruelty for entertainment. Yet the Colosseum's legacy endures, a haunting reminder of humanity's capacity for savagery and spectacle. The Roman Colosseum wasn't just a stadium, it was a mirror of Rome's darkest impulses. Its brutal acts shaped an empire and shocked the world. Want more secrets of ancient Rome? Smash that subscribe button, hit the bell, and join us to uncover history's hidden horrors.